Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens here in about 40 minutes, but some pretty interesting activity here on TCCO. Absolutely monster movement. I mean, look at this big move it's had since the basically, what was that, right around 8:30 really came to life. Was down below 4, now has pushed up over 6. Do have an order to buy any sort of a pullback here at 570. As much as I'd like to buy right now, that would just be chasing. I don't feel comfortable with that. But if it does want to pull back, I'd feel much more comfortable at 570. I have no idea if that's going to happen. If it does, I'll get the video rolling. If not, I'll just see you back at the open. And there it goes to new highs once again. Okay, it's broken down through 6. I'm at 570, back up above 6. But just, keep perspective. You got to think that there are people buying up here, buying the excitement, buying the excitement. Now look at this thing. Big pullback. Got to wonder, how are those people feeling? Not very good. Sure, they could get bailed out. Maybe this thing will head back up and then they'll be happy. They'll think they're good traders. But all they've done is now, built a bad habit. Bad habit of chasing, and then the market bailed them out. But in one of these situations, and who knows, maybe this will be the situation where it doesn't bounce back up, and then all of a sudden they ultimately get, destroyed. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, I mean, think about it. There were people buying all up above 650 and that fast. Now back below 6. I'm still waiting down there at 570, so we'll see if the price can get down there or not. As of right now, very, very clear now that there are sellers camping out right up there at 675. That is by far the very in-your-face level of resistance. So with a break of 675, I'd expect this to pop probably up to $7, if not more. And looking over here, you can see just does not want to budge. A lot of orders coming in, but that 675-ish so far is holding strong. I'd rather buy some at the pullback, but just hasn't pulled back. Key area of support is at 585. So if this thing breaks down below 585, then I would expect a relatively big move to the downside. But yeah, just continuing to watch it here. You can see 670. There's the break. And like I said, at that point, I think it's got a great chance at 7. And there is 7. And there's the break of 7. So hindsight, shoulda, coulda, woulda, just bought the break there. But like I said, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. I wanted to pull back, especially because it's pre-market. But right there, the power of charts, just identifying some patterns, identifying some levels where the sellers are currently at. And you can see right there a classic pattern breakout. So I didn't partake in it clearly, but from an educational standpoint, I'm glad I was able to capture that and kind of commentate that live. But it is what it is. Like I said, this one looking like it's just going to leave me in its dust. But you got to do what you feel most comfortable with. And like I said, given the context that it is pre-market, I'd rather have just waited for a pullback, and it pulled back, but never just quite got back to where I wanted it. So it is what it is. The good thing about the market is there's always going to be another opportunity. All right, the markets are now officially open. Watching TCCO, was thinking for maybe a break of that red line up there at 715, but as of right now, it's going totally the opposite direction. Well, now turning around that much further. Okay, I'm going to get in looking for a break of the $7 mark. I think we can get back up there. Might look to add some more. Give this a little bit more time to settle out. Trying to work its way back up there. And back down it goes. Pretty big spread. So all out there for $200. Glad I took it. This thing's all over the place and that fast down below there. So I like the chances that it could. It did happen, but also with the way it was trading, Very, very happy with that decision, because now look at it go. So actually, in all actuality now, looking for to play it to the downside here at 551 for an entry point. So let me see, just double checking. All right, well, I'll keep it. No, why didn't it let me put in my order? 551 buy. Maybe I'm too far away from the current price. Sometimes that happens. All right, well, let's see what else is out there. Have an order at 1525 here on DBI for 1,500 shares. It's going to 1535 now. So 1535. All right, I believe this thing wants to get down under 15. So let's see if it does indeed want to break down through there. There's the break. Have an order at 1485. Well, showing some strength there. But a lot of downwards pressure on this one. So going for the break once again of 15. There's the break. Gonna put an order down there at 1501. Got some more up there at 37. Like I said, I still believe this thing is a lot of downwards pressure to it. So let's see what it wants to do. Big sellers just showed up over on level 2. Look at that. Wow. Big seller. So I'm out there, out at, well, 15. So let's see if it can pull back some more. So all out there. So now what I'm going to do is just follow this down with a stop loss. All right, well, this thing is just Getting way too crazy. So all out there, $127. I sort of butchered that one on the way out, but all over the place. So still walked away with 127. But scroll back, and if you're maybe newer to level twos, there was a massive seller that showed up. And after I said, look at that massive seller, notice what happened. That's right before the price plunged. Nothing to do with charts, but it goes to show why you have to learn level twos. You have to learn level twos. That is a must-have, a must-understand tool for day trading. And again, I'd encourage you to scroll back, and literally right after I made the observation about the big seller, that was as soon as I started to make money because the price began to pull back. And I took a loss on those final 900 shares. So got a little flustered because the price was moving all over the place. So that flusteredness cost me money, but let's see what CVS is doing here. Oh, wow. This alerted here. Just pure bloodshed. Essentially straight down from the get-go. I'm going to definitely keep an eye on it. Well, TCCO has come back to life here. Wondering if it can finally now get up through that 715 area. I'm going to go ahead and get long, and let's look for that $7 break. There it is, all out there for another quick gain. Don't trust this one at all. Did trust it enough to, like I said, get up through 7, but not for any sort of continuation. So another quick scalp there for 3, now up 335. Let's see what else is out there. Okay, I have an order at 148.45. Nice, got those. So let's see what it wants to do. I did lower my size to 500 shares. Should have probably noted that. So I'm not at the 1,500 shares that I was using earlier. So my risk is much different than what it was when I'm using 1,500 shares. So I'm all out there for $75, moved down 15 cents. Again, yes, in hindsight, Clay, you should have stayed at 1,500 shares. You would have had that much more. Yes, you're right. In hindsight, I could have had, $225 instead of $75. But like I said, started off a nice, start. So I don't want to give back all my gains. That's just a morale killer. But I mean, it's to keep things in perspective. It's 9:47, so 17 minutes in, and I'm up $500, $538, $500 a day. Keeps the day job away. So got to keep things in perspective. Sure, I could have had more, but I'm also at this point not going to risk wiping away, giving back all the gains I've had. And like I said, again, at the end of the day, 149.45. If it wants to keep on moving up, I'll go short up there. But if it wants to, I'm not gonna kick myself in the face from a morale standpoint and give back the gain. So yes, I'm well aware, and I agree with you in hindsight. Should have just kept it at 1,500 shares. But I'll take the 75, which, again, put me up over 500. And the saying I always like is $500 a day keeps the day job away. And I have that in literally 17 minutes. But let's see if we can get one more move up. All right, it is about 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm just going to call it a day, 30 minutes, $500. Well, 17 minutes, $500. But I'm going to move on now with my day. Have a couple podcasts that I need to record. If you're not aware, I do offer a podcast. What's on iTunes, Spotify, or you can just go to claytrader.com/podcast. So got a couple of those to record. But before I go, final few things. If you enjoy these live trade videos and would like for me to continue to make them, the easiest way to communicate that to me is to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. And that way I know that my time is being well spent in putting these together. And also check out the channel. Hopefully to ultimately subscribe to that. Lots of other content other than just these live trade videos. So there's, just quick tip videos, just things that are, designed to get you better at trading, get you better at making money in general. And so if you're somebody that wants to build wealth over time, get some side hustles, get some passive streams of income, going into your, personal financial situation, then definitely check out the channel as a whole. But if nothing else and you just enjoy these videos, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.